Dear students, you are welcome in RK Institute and I am Dr. RK Saini. Today I am going to discuss degree of freedom and internal energy of an ideal gas. In previous lecture, kinetic theory of gas, we find total kinetic energy of the gas, and the total kinetic energy of gas equals to 3 by 2 nRT. Means at a particular temperature, the total stored energy of gaseous molecules equals to 3 by 2 nRT. Again, this total internal energy of gaseous molecule due to 3 degree of freedom, because molecules are freely or independently move along with x, y and z axis in container. Therefore, total stored energy of gaseous molecule and molecule of gas equals to half nRT due to 1 degree of freedom. Due to 1 degree of freedom. If molecule possess f degree of freedom, then their total kinetic energy equals to f upon 2 nRT at a particular temperature, where f is total degree of freedom of gaseous molecule. Again, the internal energy of any system is sum of the all kind of energy. It is mainly potential energy and kinetic energy. But in case of ideal gas, their potential energy is zero, because any kind of interaction, attraction as well as repulsion, does not exist between the molecules of an ideal gas, and hence their internal energy is mainly energy of kinetic, or we can say their internal energy equals to their kinetic energy. Now we define degree of freedom and calculate internal energy of gaseous molecule, particularly ideal gas. Degree of freedom. Dear students, degree of freedom have been defined many ways, but in general, degree of freedom of a molecule are independent number of parameters which required to define position or state of a molecule in space, and the total degree of freedom of a molecule equals to 3n, where n is known as atomicity, where n is atomicity of the molecule. For example, in case of monatomic gas, in case of monatomic gas like as helium, neon, etc., the total degree of freedom are 3, because n is 1. In case of diatomic gas, like as N2, H2, etc., the total degree of freedom are 6. Total degree of freedom are 6, where N is 2. Now we discuss different type of degree of freedom. The total degree of freedom are mainly 3 types. One is translational degree of freedom. Translational degree of freedom. It is the origin, where x, y and z axis pass through the origin. When center of mass show migration along with respect to x, y and z, then this type of migration or movement are known as translational degree of freedom, and hence each type of molecule has 3 degree of freedom due to translational motion along with x, y as well as z, and hence translational degree of freedom are 3 of any kind of molecule. Molecule may be monoatomic, may be monoatomic, may be diatomic, or may be polyatomic. translational degree of freedom are 3, 3 and 3. Second degree of freedom is rotational. Rotational degree of freedom. For rotational degree of freedom, molecule must be diatomic or polyatomic. Must be diatomic or polyatomic. All diatomic molecules are linear. All diatomic molecules are linear. For example, in case of H2, their two nuclei are lie along with one axis. Their two nuclei are lie along with one axis. Suppose it is the origin where x, y and z axes are intersect to each other. This x, suppose their molecule lie along with x axis. Along with x axis. When this linear molecule can be rotated along with y axis or with z axis, and these axes are perpendicular to the molecular axis, and hence each diatomic molecules possess two rotational degree of freedom. And in case of polyatomic molecule, their rotational degree of freedom may be 2 or 3. In case in polyatomic molecule, their structure may be linear, like as CO2. Like as CO2 it is also linear due to sp hybridization, and as linear molecule possess 2 rotational degree of freedom. And in case of non-linear means their all atoms are not lie along with one axis. Therefore, their rotational degree of freedom are 3. Now we discuss vibrational degree of freedom. Vibrational degree of freedom. First, vibrational degree of freedom are active only at very high temperature, and these degree of freedom are due to stretching compression of nuclei along with axis, and hence diatomic molecule possess one vibrational degree of freedom. For example, in case of H2, their mass one nucleus and mass of another nucleus, they can be stretched like a spring. They can be stretched or compressed. They can be stretched or compressed like a spring or hormonal motion, and hence stretching and compression both are a type of vibrational degree of freedom, or we can say each vibrational degree of freedom have stretching and compression. In case of polyatomic molecule, the vibrational degree of freedom in linear molecule are 3n minus 5, because total degree of freedom are 3n, and in which 3 are translational and 2 are rotational, and hence vibrational degree of freedom are 3n minus 5. In case of non-linear, total vibrational degree of freedom are 3n minus 6, because total degree of freedom are 3n, in which 3 are translational and 3 are rotational, and hence these are the vibrational degree, total degree of freedom of gaseous molecule. According to law of equipartition of energy, each degree of freedom associate with half kT energy, or we can say total energy is half nRT. If molecule possess n degree of freedom, then total energy is F upon 2 nRT. Now we find internal energy of an ideal gas at temperature T. In case of monatomic, total degree of freedom are 3. Therefore, their internal energy is 3 by 2 nRT. The internal energy of an ideal gas is only a function of temperature. Therefore, its change in internal energy is 3 by 2 nRT. Further, with help of heat capacity of gas, we know that internal energy of an ideal gas is always NCV dt. Discuss after some time. And the value of delta E placed in this equation, then we find Cv equals to 3 by 2 R, where R is universal gas constant. And we know that Cp minus Cv equals to R, or we can say Cp equals to Cv plus R, and hence its Cp is 5R by 2, or gamma of monatomic gas is 5 by 3 or equals to 1.66. Now we discuss internal energy of diatomic gas. Internal energy of diatomic gas. At ordinary condition, or we can say not mention about vibrational degree of freedom, that total degree of freedom of a diatomic gas taken 5. If vibrational degree of freedom are active, then total degree of freedom are 6. And hence, at ordinary condition, the internal energy of a diatomic molecule is 5 by 2 nRT at a particular temperature T, and the change in internal energy are 5 upon 2 nR dt. Putting the value of delta U according to heat capacity or first law of thermodynamics, its value is always NCV dt, and hence Cv of a diatomic gas is 5 by 2 R at ordinary condition, or when V does not include vibrational degree of freedom, and its Cp is 7 by 2 R, and hence their gamma is 5 by 4, or we can say 1.4. 5 by 7 by 5, sorry, and its gamma is 7 by 5, and it is 1.4. Means when increase atomicity of the gas, then decrease their gamma. In case of monatomic gas, the gamma is 1.66. In case of diatomic gas, the gamma is 1.4. Now, if we include vibrational degree of freedom, then the total degree of freedom are 6. But each vibrational degree of freedom is associated with stretching, like this, spring-like, and compression. Therefore, the energy due to stretching as well as compression is associated half nRT as well as half nRT, or we can say total energy due to one vibrational degree of freedom are nRT. Total energy due to one vibrational degree of freedom are nRT, because half nRT due to stretching and half nRT due to compression. Therefore, total energy of a diatomic molecule at high temperature, or we can say when active vibrational degree of freedom, equals to half nRT plus half nRT. These are due to translational as well as rotational. Both are 5, and hence 5 by 2 nRT. Or in case of vibrational degree of freedom, their total energy is nRT, and hence stored energy of diatomic molecule at high temperature, or we can say at vibrational degree of freedom, is 7 by 2 nRT. 7 by 2 nRT at a particular temperature, or their change is 7 by 2 nR change in temperature. Putting the value of internal energy according to first law of thermodynamics, or we can say on the basis of heat capacity, and CvdT equals to 7/2 and RdT, or we find Cv is 7/2 and R 7/2R, और Cp is 9/2R. इसमें in case of diatomic molecule when active their vibrational degree of freedom also. थैंक यू. ठीक है, आज क्लास इतनी हो गई, बाकी कल करेंगे. अगली क्लास में नया टॉपिक शुरू करेंगे, हीट कैपेसिटी. थैंक यू.